had a C-section or you're dealing with what feels like the shelf or the pooch, right above the scar, right below the scar, right around that scar, you're not alone. And no, it's not just about fat or crunches or toning the area. That shelf is often connected to what's happening under the skin, specifically the scar tissue. So let's break it down. A C-section involves surgery through 7 layers of tissue. That's a ton of tissue, including skin, fat, fascia, and more. Okay, and even though your scar might look healed and good on the outside, some of those deep tissue can stay really tight or stuck or restricted. That's just how scar tissue works. It can lock down some of the other areas, and it can make it hard for you to engage your core, or leaving you with that lingering puffiness, maybe some discomfort. So let's talk about what you can do to help the area heal and start reconnecting with your core again safely. Okay, that's the key. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to desensitize the area. So you can use like a Q-tip or a cotton swab, or even like a very clean makeup brush that's never been used for anything else. And you want to start by wiping areas around, above, below the scar without actually being on it. Working to get some of that area to feel more comfortable, to be less sensitive, and then you can progress to something a little bit more rough, like a washcloth. Okay, again, starting away from the scar and slowly moving towards the scar. And then as that starts to feel good and you are now maybe 12 weeks minimum or more out, and we know that that top layer of scar tissue is healed and healthy, you can start to do some skin rolling and massage. So where you would just pinch and roll. You can go side to side. You can go in circles, kind of gently pulling away from that scar. And then slowly working your way closer and closer to the scar. Again, going at your speed, what's comfortable for you, depending on your healing stage, all of that good stuff. And then you want to start incorporating some of that skin rolling and even some of that like pulling as you go into some core work and breathing exercises and trying to help get that tissue moving and grooving during some of those exercises. Really making sure that you're able to move that tissue and get it sliding and gliding again while you're doing some of these key exercises. Now, I know, like, what does that matter? How does that help? It seems so silly. But stuck scar tissue can disconnect you from your core. It can inhibit you from connecting to it and creating change. If your brain can't fully access those muscles, the area above the scar can start to bulge or feel weak, even if you're doing the right core work. So when we free that tissue and retrain the muscles together, that's when the real healing and strength can come back. You can be 6 weeks postpartum, 6 years, 60 years, okay? If you have never done any of this work on your scar, I suggest you start now. If you are much further down the road, that 6-year mark, go right into some of that skin rolling and see how it feels. Do you feel some tension in and around that scar? Can you start trying to work through some of that and then find that you might connect to your core a little bit better, okay? If you want guidance working through this, I help moms do exactly this in my work, in my one-on-one coaching. I'd love to support you, so feel free to comment below, send me an email at jen@momsfitlife.com. And if you have any questions, you can also email me there. Don't hesitate to ask, I'm here to help. So let me know if any of this resonates and what you think. Okay, so thanks for watching, and remember, your body deserves support and healing, not shame and guesswork.